Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having an incredible day. Now today I'm going to be harvesting the seed from my Aporocactus Mallisonnii cactus plant, which is this one here. And I've got a few different types of Aporocacti in this hanging basket that we've had out here for the summer and the early fall. And this one on here is the more commonly seen Aporocactus flagelliformis, which has its lovely long sort of rat's taily like stems and lovely pink flowers. This one is a Poroheliocereus hybrid, which has lovely pink flowers and more wider spacing between the areoles there. And this one is Aporocactus Mallisonnii, which is again a cross between the flagelliformis and other types of Aporocacti. And it flowered for me earlier in the year, and it has formed a seed pod. And I've been waiting very patiently before I can harvest it, because if you harvest these, pull them off and try to take the seed out before they're ready, then you'll obviously lose the seed. So it's important that you wait until it's completely ready to harvest. And how you know when it's ready to harvest is because the fruit will obviously feel a lot soft and squodgy, a bit like a nice fresh grape or any type of berry. You'll know when it's ready to pick. Some types of cactus fruit tends to go red and soft, and you know then when it's ready to harvest. But in this case, with this type of Aporocactus, it doesn't go red. You'll only really know when it starts to go, in this case, a little bit yellow, where you know it's ripe. And the most important thing to do is to touch it soft, so you know when it feels soft and squodgy, and you'll know then it's ready to pick. It's sort of been green for many months, and when you go to squeeze it, it's a bit firm, so I've had to wait until now, early fall, when it's nice and soft, ready to pick. And I'm going to be very exciting to get the seed. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm going to show you what you can do if you have Aporocacti and yours forms a seed pod. And this is all types of Aporocacti, whether it's the more commonly seen flagelliformis, which is the rat's taily one here, or whether it's any other type of Aporocactus, and mainly cactus seed in general. The Aporocacti are epiphytic. They're sort of a mixture between epiphytic and the more commonly desert type of cacti. They're not as epiphytic as the more commonly seen epiphyllum or dragon hylocereus or ripsalis and the slumbergers as these. They do like to be kept a bit more drier during the winter time and can take cooler temperatures than hylocereus. But they're similar with the fruit, and the way they form the little tiny seed pod compared to a big, huge hylocereus dragon fruit. But if you want to know how to pollinate cactus flowers to get fruit, to get seed, so you can sow seed yourself, I'm going to put a link up above on the right hand side of this video, up at the top, and click on that link, and it will take you to a playlist on how to pollinate cactus flowers and also how to harvest the seeds, because one size doesn't fit all when it comes to cacti. There's many different varieties of cacti, and the pollination is different. Some are self-pollinating, some you have to cross-pollinate, and also the seed harvesting is very different depending on the type of seed. Some seed just is dry and the pod breaks open and the seed is dry. Others, as in this case, you have to actually separate the seed from the pulp. So do check that out, it's very interesting and shows you all the different types of varieties of cacti and cactus fruit you get, and the different methods of pollinating and harvesting. Anyway, enough of that waffle. And this is obviously harvesting the fruit from this one, which is an Aporocactus. And obviously you know when it's soft, and it takes on a bit of a slight yellow appearance there. Now I'm going to be, if you was to try and take it off and it was really firm, you know it's not yet ready. But as I can see, this is very soft and wobbly. All I'm going to be doing is very gently twisting it like that so it comes away. There you go, that's come off very easy, just like a berry. And it's exactly as if you were literally picking a strawberry off a plant. So that's how you know. As you can see there, there's nothing there to say it still needs to be on, and it's nice and soft and squodgy. Now with this seed, this is one of the ones that does have pulp inside it. Some cactus fruits will not necessarily be a fruit, but some of the seed pods will be dry. And for example, some of like gymnocalciums and ferrocacti seed pods, when you break them, they just come away and all the seed disperses. But in this case, you have to separate it. So what I recommend doing is using a paper towel that's absorbent, because this will absorb the excess pulp and also help to dry out the pulp quicker than putting it just straight onto a plate. And then leave it for an hour or two so the pulp is completely dry, and then you just literally gently rub the seed away. Now what I've got here is a bag ready to put the seed into once it's dried, and I've labelled it Aporocactus Mallisonnii, and seeds harvested September 2018. And what I would normally recommend doing it is sowing seed. If you haven't got special grow lights, or you haven't got a seed sowing proper sort of growing equipment, as in the lights and the heat, propagator and that, I would recommend waiting until the springtime before sowing cactus seed, because obviously they need the longer day length to properly grow. If you grow them sort of in the winter time, and even this time of year now, and you haven't got additional lighting, they can grow a bit straggy, and obviously getting them through the winter in low light levels is not ideal. It can even stop them from germinating altogether, especially with the cooler temperatures. If you can provide additional heat and you're growing indoors, or with the heat box, and you've also got additional grow lights like LED grow lights or any other type of full spectrum proper grow lights for growing seeds, then you can sow them at this time of year. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be growing these upstairs in the grow room with our LED grow lights that we've got, and that's going to be good to grow them now. It saves me having to wait until the spring. But if you want to know how to grow cactus from seed, and also the method that I use to grow cactus from seed, then do check out a video that I have made on how to grow cactus from seed. I explain in full detail the method I use, and also what to do if you've never done it before. So links also up above to that video. Do go over and click on, and also I'll put the links down below as well if you can't click above, and check out how to grow cactus from seed. So now we've got the seed pod here and the paper towel. All you need to do then is just literally squash it, just to separate the seed. In this case, just stick a little nail in, pull it apart. Oh, this one's a bit of a tough one. There you go. Squeeze, 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 like that, and dig my nail in. I'm just going to put this down a second while I excuse this while I pull it apart, because I've only got one hand. There you go. I pulled it apart there, and that's all the lovely gorgeous seed. And I tell you what, guys, that fruit smells incredible. It smells like a strawberry, and all cactus fruit is edible, by the way. If you didn't want to sow the seed, you could eat this, as long as you haven't sprayed lots of bug spray and all the things that could be harmful onto it. There's no harm in eating it, but the seed to me is more precious than eating a tiny, tiny microscopic fruit here. It's the seed I want. And just a bit of a tip, guys. So I just scratched my head there. It's a very calm day. It's very early in the morning this morning, and there's not a speck of wind about. But if you're doing this and it happens to be a bit of wind, I would not recommend doing this outside. Do it indoors. And I'm going to actually bring this indoors once I've done this. I've just brought this out here for the lighting's better to film. But you don't want to be harvesting seed if it's windy outside, because seed will just go. Now this is going to take me a while just to separate. As you can see there, this is the gel. Not much gel in this, so this is going to take literally probably just an hour, not even that, probably 20 minutes to fully dry. But because I need both hands, I should have put the camera stand up. I never thought, but it's very gooey. I'm just going to be rubbing my fingers onto this and show you what it looks like after I've got all the seed onto this paper towel. Now that's the seed all harvested there, and as you can see, that's the empty little fruit pod, all completely gone. That's just the outer coating there, so that's going to be going into the composter. And that's all the seeds. I'm really pleased to see there's quite a lot of seed in there too, and a little bit of the pulp there. So what I'm going to be doing now is just gently move my finger around just to separate it a little bit more. It helped to dry it out a bit quicker. As you can see, the seeds are already starting to dry, so this will probably only take about 20 minutes, and then this will be ready then to put into the little baggie. And I'm going to show you then how I do that. So I'm going to leave this just for about 20 minutes till it's totally dry, and then put the seed then into the little bag. Now that's the seed all loosened up. I've left it for till the paper towel was completely dry, and then I've just loosened up all the seed, gently scraping it off the paper towel there. until all the seed then is in the plate. And as I say, I wouldn't normally do this outside, but because it's a perfectly calm day today, no wind at all, it's safe to do. But if normally you're better off doing this indoors, but the lighting's better out here, so luckily I've been able to do it. And what I recommend doing then is, now if you're sowing the seed straight away, you don't have to do anything, just sow the seed. But if you're going to be keeping the seed to sow probably in a few more days, or this cactus seed can keep up to several years. Obviously, the earlier you sow it, the better your chance of germination. But in this case here, I'm going to be sowing this probably in another week or two. And as I say, I wouldn't normally sow at this time of year. September is not the best time to sow seeds. Spring and early summer. Spring, even as early as February, is a good time. But because I've got grow lamps upstairs in our grow room, and we can provide additional heat, I'm going to be sowing now, so they'll be growing all through the winter time. And because I'm going to be sowing these in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to put them into seed already in there. Just tested this out before I did the video to check the funnel was working. There's one in there ready. And I'm going to be sowing them in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for a video when I sow these seeds. And then I'm going to chart the progress with you, future videos, how these seeds germinate. This particular plant, this Aporocactus Mallisonnii, is special to me because the actual mother plant died back. I had it for many, many, many years, for about 25 years. And I took a load of cuttings, and the cuttings have all rooted, so that's very good. And this one I got the seed from is actually one of the rooted cuttings that's flowered this year and formed a seed pod, so very good to see. And what I recommend them doing then is you can either use a funnel like this, or you can use a piece of card, fold it over. Now you can just get all the seed and just put it in with your hands in the paper envelope or the bag, whichever you're using, but this has got more chance of them not going everywhere and falling out. So just scooping them all together here. And then I'm going to be putting them into the little chute, as I say. So you can use a piece of folded card also. And that's it. It's just better to get them all in that way if there's only a few little seeds. You want to make sure that the all the pulp is removed off the seed as well, because when it comes to sowing the seed, if there's a bit of pulp left on, it can encourage fungus on the seedlings, which you don't want. But pretty much should be okay if it's dry. That's it all there. That's just left of the pulp. So that's the old little empty shell of the seed pod there. Check there. I don't think they're seeds. Nope, I don't think they're seeds. And as I say, just want to get the rest of that in there. Shake it in like so. And there you go, that's the seed. So that is very exciting. And I'm going to be sowing these probably the next couple of weeks. Put them under the lamps. And I'm going to make a video when I sow them. So there you go, guys. I hope you found that interesting. And I love to share my little journey when it comes to all the seed sowing and growing with you all. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power, as always, from the Emerald Isle. And until the next video, bye.